Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Gerse and today I'm bringing you the next section on our new Palworld base that we're building, and we are gonna be working on a Parthenon. Now, we built this other temple that we have over here, right? But now on this other side, I had this idea after reading some of the comments, and I kind of wanted to do a little Parthenon, right? So where we're gonna do some different type of decoration inside there. Maybe this is where the area we're gonna do a lot of the egg hatching and move it from our original base, put it over here, and I'm excited for that concept. Now, one of the things I really wanted to do for the Parthenon is having the same height as my other temple, right? I just kind of wanted to kind of start the same level in that particular way with the stairs. So that's something that I'm kind of working on right now, making sure. Now, originally I wanted the Parthenon. This is what I'm showing you. I want to kind of go this way. So this is going to be a 5x8, but it actually is going to turn out 5x7 because you're gonna see at the end I really wanted the roof to kind of match on the top. Now if you look at the Parthenon, I'm gonna be missing like one column compared to like the real ones, but it's okay. It still has the look, it still has the feel, and to me it was very important to have the roof. So first I kind of wanted the Parthenon to face the front, but if I did that, it was gonna block exactly everything from the little oil spots that I have that I still want to do those machines to put it inside this base. So I had to change and move everything around and now make the Parthenon front face the big giant tree that we see. So I think at the end it actually looks kind of cool, and as we're gonna continue to work on this new base area, once we get to those details that we gotta work on, we're just setting the structures, right? We're setting the structure. So after I did that, you can see I am gonna build outside the circle again. So for people that ask, how am I building outside the circle? Don't forget that in your settings, you can take down and turn off the whole things that break down over time outside the circle, because we do want to build, right? It's not enough space usually to build the stuff that we want to build, especially with me. I kind of always want to build bigger and bigger things, so yeah, I had to turn that off so that way we can build outside the circle whenever we need to. So this is really simple. As you can see, we did it like I mentioned, 5x8, but it's gonna be 5x7 at the end, and then you're gonna do all the pillars. Now it's up to you if you want to go extra high. I want to go too high. I really want to make this feel like very grand. So as you can see, very straightforward build, you know, it's not overly complicated. I really love this. Don't forget that when you're building outside the circle, you need to carry the stones with you to make this happen. I had a lot of questions of that, and it's just easy. You just gotta carry the stone. This is something that I'm doing right here. I'm kind of grabbing the stones that I need so I can actually complete building outside the circle. So I wanted to leave this in so you can see kind of the process. It's a little inconvenient sometimes, but it's easy fix. You just gotta go get the stuff. So as we continue to do here, I remember that I messed up right here, and I didn't need this extra line because I was already messed up a little bit. And this is normal, right? When you're building, you kind of forget the counting. But as you can see, we're adding all the remaining columns, and then after the columns, what we're gonna do is just kind of build the roof, and then after the roof, we're gonna do the roof on the top, the flat one, and then we're gonna do the angle roof on the top that is gonna match. So you're gonna see it right here. So this is easy again. You just climb up here. We're gonna do a simple roof. And now that you're seeing this, right? I made mine out of stone because that's what I felt for what the stuff that we have. I thought stone was gonna feel better. You can make this all out of wood. You can do mix and match. You can make it all out of glass. You wanna make it out of metal. It's gonna be really up to you what version of this idea, the Parthenon, you want it to look like. You can do a mix and match if you wanted to. I went all stone. I wanted to feel like it was just one structure with one particular material. That's kind of like it. But you see, at the beginning, it just looks like a normal building, you know? And what makes the Parthenon is once you do the roof. Once you do the roof, that's where the big difference comes in. And that's what's going to allow you to kind of make the vision happen, and that's the most exciting part. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm looking and thinking to approach the roof. I know I gotta do like the side pieces and do the roofing, and so we're doing the stone one, as you can see. So I kind of want to see if I'm gonna match. Now here's where you're gonna see that it's not gonna match, and I don't want to have just a flat roof. It's just not gonna look good. So I was trying to decide which way do I want it to go. measuring it out so you can see right here it will attach. So do I want to have more on one side or more on the inside? So I decided, just in case, to take out the side that's outside of the circle. Now it's gonna be up to you, you know, if you're building in the same location that I'm building. I could go and take out from inside the base, and that will give me more inside the base. But just in case, if I'm gonna put something inside this temple and I'm like, I want the pals to maybe interact with the temple, so I am going to kind of leave most of it inside. You can go outside or you go inside. It's going to be depending on your vision. But as you can see right over here, we fixed it real quickly. We adding the columns again. Really easy job. Really way to fix it. And now I kind of want to add like the stairs that's going to go around it. Now this is when I was like, oh no, I should have made it higher, you know. And this is when I'm gonna tell you right now, like, if you're watching this and you like this idea, if you actually make the foundation taller and then add the stair, it's gonna add a little more majestic. There's a good chance, I don't know yet, but there's a good chance that I may decide to actually raise it, because originally I wanted to be kind of these stairs that I'm putting same level as the beginning stairs of the older building. But I may want to raise it and make it feel a little more grand, a little more epic. That might be the case. So if I decide to do that, then you may see in another video that I did raise it. So I gotta truly make up my mind if I want to do all that work again. It could be worth it, it could be not. But if you decide to make it taller, tag me. I kind of want to see how it turns out on your end if you do the foundation taller and then the stairs. I think it will add a little more because it looks very thin in the bottom and thicker on the top, because in the Parthenon, the roofing is a little more inclined, but there's no way we can do that here. We don't have lower ones, so we had to make it this way. So maybe if you do the bottom platform with the foundation a little higher, it may actually look even better, and it may match the bottom and the top. And that's what's driving me to the point that I may do that. But for the video, at least you get the build and you get the idea. So as you can see, very simple. We're adding the roof and roof and roof. Then we add the corner panels, and we do the wall, and then more corner panels on the top. Now here, I had to make sure that I don't get stuck, because then I need to go out. So what I did here is, as you can see, jump out and try to build it from the outside. It was a little tricky. You know what I should have done is take out part of the roof on the side. It would have made it easier, and then just add the roof. It just, you know, live and learn. So as you can see, very easy. Now we got the shape. Now it's starting to really look like the Parthenon, right? It's looking great. So I'm looking at it from the distance, and it's so big in many ways that you have to like really stand back. I really like the feel. So the other thing that I wanted to do is to add a statue here, you know, because I'm thinking that this is gonna be my new hatching area for all the incubators. I really want to make it feel very cool, and so, but the thing is, I want to bring the statue, the something that feels like you have to worship, you know, like you come in here and then you got this glowing flame that the statue is holding. So what I decided to do, you can't put foundation on top of foundation. That was kind of sad. And if I did the wall, it's gonna be too high. I didn't want that. So what I decided to do is go in this direction. We have to kind of raise the foundation, and kind of you have to get it right. So I'm gonna leave this in, that way you can see that it does take you a moment to get the right distance. It's really hard to get it just perfect, but as you can see, I'm really trying to get it perfect and do the best. Now it's not completely perfect, but it's good enough. I kind of like it's good enough. I was trying to see if you can do stairs. You can. Again, foundation in the front, so no stairs. So now is to add the statue, and now for some reason, every single time that I put in the statue, I keep putting it backwards. I didn't know why it took me so long to understand that it looks like it's right, and then when they build it, it's because you can see through it, and I feel like I'm looking at the hand, but I'm looking at the back way. So I'm doing it again. For some reason, it feels like it's forward, but then I realized, wait, that's the tail. So it took me like 2-3 tries, so I could have just taken this out. But I thought that was funny. You know, we all make mistakes. You know, that's also part of the encouragement. Like, nobody's perfect. You know, sometimes I get this video questions like, how you come up with all this stuff, how you're so good at it. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not perfect. I just want to share the inspiration of what we all could do. But once I put it here, you see it looks really cool. I like this idea. Then the next thing is to bring like the incubators if you want, stuff like that. So now I want to keep this idea of the temple, right? So I was thinking, what illumination do I want? Eventually, I know I'm going to have a lot of electricity here, so I may change my idea and do something else with the electricity. But for now, we're going to do the little torches. So I went 7. If you count the lines on the columns, I went 7, and we're going to go all the way around. So I'm going to show you just a little bit how it will look once it's built and fired, and then you you're gonna see them all lit up at night. And then we're gonna do the final walkthrough and all of that. Now the temple, the Parthenon, is not completely decorated because I want to see exactly what I wanted to do, but the build is here, you know, and then now you can approach it whichever one. You can make this and have a lot of factories. You can have a lot of pals doing stuff. You can do your crop area in here. Maybe you want to do harvesting here. There's a lot of things that you can approach this building depending what you want. I'm thinking that I'm leaning towards my new hatching egg place just because it looks cool, and I think all the incubators look amazing, and maybe we can do a little walkway and we do the incubators and maybe we can put lights on next to them. Don't know exactly. I'm still like I'm brainstorming ideas on how do I want to approach it, but as you can see, we're just putting all the torches, and I want to make sure they're in the same height, getting right in the middle. So you do that about 7 lines. So if you count the line from the bottom, you go 7 and then put it there. At least that's the number that I use. You just pause the video, count the lines if you need to, and get your fixed point, so then you can do it. But I think this is a really cool. I think it looks really good at night. I really like it. I like this area a lot, and it still feels that idea with the temples and all that. Now people have been asking me what I'm gonna do with the other one that I did, and the other one, I think if I can make it work right, I want to do a lot of the gardening and the crops inside. That's why we got the windows, kind of make it like the light is coming in, and we're gonna do the crops and all of that. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go with smaller pals again, so they can go inside the building and do what they need to do. That's one of my favorite things to do, and to see the pals interacting and going inside and out of buildings. So that's something that we're gonna work on soon when it comes time to kind of decorate the areas and stuff like that. But here's the Parthenon at night. You see all the candles, all the torchlights really turn on. I was so distracted doing the walk that I actually fell in here, but as you can see, it looks really good. I really like the feel. I like the way it's turning out. Like I said, the foundation on the bottom, if you really wanted to feel a little more epic and match the top, I think it's just be a good idea just kind of to raise a little higher, and then the stairs, and then it will feel like it's kind of like the same thickness on the top and on the bottom. But just as good as it looks at night, I think it also looks really great during the day. That's something that I really like. And with that tree right there in the background and the cherry trees on the other side, it's a really good place to build and to have this feel and all of that. Now there's so much more work to do, you know. We're just setting the different buildings, the different foundation. I think there's one more big building that I may try to fit in. I gotta do some measurements. I gotta do a little bit of test, and during that test, then if I can go in good, then I can jump in and start recording it. But I may have to start filling the building. I gotta see exactly what I need to make a couple other things that I want. But there's a lot of decorations that I really want to do, kind of what we did with the first base, that we added decorations and all of that. But I think this looks great. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope this inspires you to build something really cool in Palworld, because you know it's fun. It's fun to build stuff like this and imagining our pals interacting with the machinery or stuff that you add. You want them to work this way, and I think that's something that to me is very exciting when I'm working all these builds. It's not just I just want to see the pals interacting, going inside and out, and I think in this particular one, you can actually have a lot of the big ones interacting, but I like the idea of just seeing the pals interacting with everything that you build in a base. So you're gonna see most likely small or medium-sized pals, again, interacting in the base like I did on my first one, because that's always the goal. But I really like this build here. I think there's a lot of opportunity. See, during the day, it looks really cool. Look at that, those sunbeams coming through. Look at the beautiful cherry blossom in the background. And then when you look at it through here, you see the statue. And I'm already imagining, like, how do I want to decorate this? And when you come in here and look at the feel, it feels tall, it's feel grand. You know, there's still vines that I want to add to. We can kind of hide away the feel and all of that. There's so much detail, because I want it to feel like it's not like a brand new building either. I want to feel like it's here. So we got vines, we got stuff that we need to pull all the way around it. So all of that is gonna come like a lot of detail work in a video when we're doing this and maybe doing the other building, so you can see the journey of how we are gonna elevate this to feel a whole different thing. Maybe I want to do some pathing to lead to the other one. Maybe I want this to connect to another place. Don't know, but all I know is most likely there's gonna be another building that we want to create here. We gotta start adding the machinery. We gotta start adding the food area for pals to eat, so we can start adding pals to this base, so the pals can start defending the base. You know, all of that is a little bit of work, but it's worth it. You know, and sometimes creating and having fun in something that you love and create is just an amazing feeling. It is. But guys, I do want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.